Hello, 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 dear viewer. Welcome to this other episode of How We Made Show here at Church of Uganda Family TV. And of course, my beautiful name is Clare Bwenje, your world's favorite host. Christmas is coming closer and closer and closer. What a season! What an exciting season. How is the Lord keeping you? How is the month of December? And how are you preparing for the birth of Jesus Christ? Well, it's always a great pleasure and a great joy to know that you are doing well. And of course, such a great evening to know that you are watching us right in front of you on your TV sets. Thank you so much for joining this show, and today we bring you a very exciting story of Timothy and Martha. They are here to tell us how and when they met, and you excited. Well, why don't I bring them on board to share the story of how and when they met? But of course, before they do that, let them say hello to us, and then we will get to know their story. You are most welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good.
Well, here on the show, we welcome you in a very special way of la 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 la. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Wow, say hello to the viewers and then we will start our show thereafter.
Hello viewers, praise God. We are so glad to be here with you.
Wow, happy to have you on the show, Martha.
Thank you.
You're looking great. I like the way you matched your hair, your clothes, your you are a good designer. Who designed you?
Designed by
Is it
herself.
Thibaut?
No.
Thibaut, you're a designer.
Not really. Not
She's
really.
a designer of her own.
She is a designer of her own.
That's beautiful. Happy to have you on the show, Timothy.
Yes,
How
nice
are
meeting
you?
you too. I'm good.
Wow.
And well, nice to meet you guys out there, and we hope you get something as even we share our story.
Oh, yes, of course, we will definitely enjoy this show now that it is a COVID story.
True.
The people that missed your wedding have a chance to actually have a glimpse of what happened on your wedding day.
True.
But for starters, how was COVID wedding like? Like, how did you feel? Did you ever feel like, oh, my friends have missed out? Or how was the feeling?
Of course, the feeling was there, family and friends to be around. It feels good when family and friends are around. But the season that was for us did not necessitate that. So we really missed out on many family members, many friends of ours, workmates, they were unable to turn up, and many of them just ended up seeing photos, and they were wondering, is it done? Is it done? So we really missed out on them, but here we are.
Here you are with your ring, with your marriage, with your birthday. That's so beautiful.
True.
Well, this is actually so good. But those days, people were thinking of a redo. When they lifted the lockdown, people were actually redoing their weddings. Martha, did you ever feel like we have to redo this?
Not really, but maybe when we are celebrating our anniversary, surely we'll do something big in the near future.
Okay.
Yes.
But you've not thought of let's redo our wedding.
The economy is kind of tight.
I like that. I like the way when a lady says the economy is tight. Hey.
True.
Know that you chose well.
True.
But anyways, another thing that was actually common during that time was, shifting your wedding dates. When they announced that there will be COVID and scientific wedding and everything, more people shifted their dates.
True.
If they had booked a certain date, they changed the date.
True.
Did you ever think like changing of the dates, or?
We didn't actually. We didn't actually. We stuck to the dates that we had set earlier. We stuck to those very dates. We stuck to the very time that we had chosen, and we stuck to literally to the detail that we had. All that changed maybe was probably our venue for our receptions or what, but the rest of the things were as they were planned earlier.
For how long were you in the preps before they announced the lockdown?
We were in the preparations because our introduction was there a month before our wedding. So we had a month there to prepare for the wedding.
Oh, that was in COVID
In
or?
COVID still.
Oh, that was in COVID still.
Yes, but that day we had the traditional, the introduction. That was the day the president was supposed to talk to us. So there is a big person who died. So he shifted it to a Sunday. So by the time he announced the lockdown, the traditional introduction was done.
Oh, was it also scientific or
It was not scientific.
It had quite many people.
It had.
Okay.
Just that he said they came kind of few. They were 35, 30.
Well, we were 30.
They were
You
30.
were 30.
Then
Oh.
my side, the whole village was
True.
I like that. Well, okay. It actually took time for this whole African world to understand the scientific wedding, because when they talk about a wedding or a party, we know the whole village must appear. But now this whole thing of 30 people, 15 people, 10 people in the wedding, it didn't click. But anyways, did you enjoy your day? Did you feel like you were missing something, or you felt like, okay, we are enjoying this?
We did enjoy our day. We did enjoy our day because why? The wedding is, of course, you would love to have people around you and celebrate, and it's a celebration. But the two of us were there.
and above all, God was there.
And the highest witness was there, and the two of us were there. So the rest of the things, of course, deep in our hearts would say, okay, these people have missed, our friends have not come. But the moment the two of us were available and were there, and our parents were there, and they had given us the blessing, we knew we would have any other time to celebrate with our friends. On our first anniversary, on our second anniversary, on our third anniversary, we would celebrate with friends. So we knew the two of us were around, our parents were there, and we felt that it was okay. Yeah.
That was beautiful. But then about the service provision and everything, because now every place was locked down. How did you get your outfits, the deco people?
Wow.
How did you manage to get all that?
Maybe she can first give the side of the story, because I have my own side.
Before they locked down, the buildings were open. So I had gone to a certain bridal shop. I went with my mother-in-law. She escorted me.
Wow, that was so kind of her.
Went and my matron, because my parents are kind of the engineer, so my mother this side was around. We went with her. We picked a nice gown. But then those people, the bridal shops, they can't give it to you now. They will be like, come on a Thursday when the weddings are Saturday. So that last week, the buildings were locked, and my gown was still in the building.
True.
Sorry.
True.
So I was communicating with that service provider. The lady, I called her. She was like, okay, your gown is there. It is done. Wishing it was a Thursday. We came to town with a pickup. Of course, vehicles were not allowed apart from the pickups. So on reaching, I was given a gown. Checking the gown, it is not the gown that I had checked. I had
ordered for.
It was off-white, and I wanted snow white. I told the lady, this is not the gown. And it's my day. It is once. There is no repeating it. It has no replay, it is once. So she kindly talked to the Clare. We went in the shop. I went alone. I selected a dress. But when going, I was like, Holy Spirit, God, come, we go. I can't do this alone, but I know you're with me. and I chose what I wanted. It wasn't so that easy to enter in the building because security guards were very tight. But if God is in something, He'll always make a way. And we thank God they opened, and I chose what I wanted.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
that was so cute. But we want actually to thank the hand of the Lord that was in that.
True.
That actually your service provider was able to be available at that time.
True.
Mob were locked down far, they didn't have phones,
Yeah.
or they were not picking up
Yeah.
calls because
Yeah.
they felt like they actually didn't have a solution.
Yeah.
But we thank God your service provider had a solution, and above all, God was in that. And did you really, really love the gown that you chose?
I loved it
Wow, it
because
was
I
good.
chose.
I can say it was good.
Really? We are going to have a look at that after this. How was it? How was your side of the story?
Me now, I can speak about my side and the other general organization of the other service providers and the rest. I remember earlier we had booked a reception venue, and we had made even booking payment of over 1 million for a reception venue, which we didn't attend to. And
Was that money refunded?
It wasn't even refunded.
Really?
True. Yes, it wasn't. I remember my dad was so involved in that, in all that. And on my side, and my best man, we had the person who was handling, the tailor who was handling our clothes, was locked up in Masaka, and our clothes were also closed in a building in town.
Jesus. Now this was
So we really had to. You can now tell the ordeal which is behind that. So we had to go. We had to, but the Lord came in for us. That this guy later on picked our calls and directed us to someone who helped deliver these clothes, and then I was able to get onto a border, take them to him in Namongona, where now he was later on released. He got a letter. You know that time we used to get letters from the RDCs to travel. He got one till he came to town. I met him in Namongona. I gave him clothes where I had a sewing machine. He worked on them on 2 days, and then they were ready. But I remember that day my dad had said that if they are not ready in the 2 days, we were going to go to town and buy. And just buy what was.
The shops were closed.
We would get. He was ready to go and meet some friends of his where I was working and see how we would get clothes. But later on, the guy came through for us. We got our clothes. Those were now the suits. We don't have yet the shirts. We don't have the shoes. We don't have all that detail.
Wow, you guys were committed for this.
So we were determined, and the Lord really came through for us. Many of our things for the gents we ordered online, the bow ties, the clothes, the shoes, they were all ordered online. I remember I would be in my best man's inbox, can we get this? He tries other contacts that he knows, can we try out this? Can we try out this? And the Lord came through for us. We got the shirts at a high cost than you would think a shirt would cost.
Like double the price.
Exactly. Then we also got the shoes. We got the rest of the detail that we needed to have to look really beautiful and good for the day and smart. So we got that detail, and we really just bless the Lord that ordeal, we were able to deal with that. Then the people that handled our reception to the decoration, we thank God that my mom had someone that has been working often for us at home, at work, to do these functions for us. So he's the one who came through, and when we reached our reception, the decoration was so nice. The decoration was so nice. You would reach and you'd feel it's a big wedding.
Oh, that was
so
wow, that was really an experience.
It was.
Did you ever seem like a stressed mugore on your day?
We were not
You
stressed.
literally went through a lot.
Yeah, before the wedding, there was a lot that going on with just the lockdown itself. There was a lot that was happening. But we felt that on our wedding day, everything was done. Everything was done. We didn't have any stress of this and that. We had a supportive team around us even during COVID. They really helped us to see that the reception is done, to see that we are into the photos from church, in church. They were really supportive. We cannot say that we were really exhausted, we were tired.
No.
Yeah.
That was so cute. And more people actually, they did contribute towards scientific weddings.
Yeah.
Where were you getting all that money?
Wow. Yeah. Now, after our introduction, we had a meeting. We had, I think, only one meeting. There were like only 2 meetings for our wedding. We had 2 meetings, and in that meeting, friends from church had pledged. Then the other meetings that we had were family at my home. That my dad had called his friends, a few of his friends, and basically family. It was basically family that came through. And I'll tell you, they supported.
Amen.
They supported us to sort out all these things. They supported us for the reception. For some of the things we reached and we were like, oh, okay, this is here. And, people had given in hand. We literally, I and my wife, we can testify that even after our wedding, when we came back from our honeymoon, we had money. We had money that even was coming in after our honeymoon. That people were saying, a person who was handling a bag was like, "This one I received, but I didn't give to you."
Oh, it was kept for this day.
Exactly. So people were making their pledges. I mean, they were fulfilling their pledges, and that person kept that money for us. And when we came back, we received this money. I remember even my dad. People had given him money when we came back. When the first time when he came to see us, he was like, "This one had kept it for you since now you were settled in. Have it." So we were really.
Now you were swimming in money, Brenda. Sorry, Martha. Oh,
yeah.
Now you were swimming in money.
True.
Wow, that's so cute, and really, I love the fact that you enjoyed your day.
True.
How many people were there in your function?
We had like 35.
Wow, 35.
Yeah, we had like 35 guests.
It looked like a small baby birthday.
True.
But the way you actually described how it looked like as if there were very many people.
Exactly.
You might have enjoyed your day.
Exactly.
And what time did the function end?
Our wedding ended by 3 p.m.
Wow.
I remember
3.
Yeah. At our reception venue, we had over. There were many weddings.
4.
There were like 4 weddings on that. Every floor
reception.
on the hotel had a reception.
Wow.
But by the time our wedding ended, it was the last at 3.
Just imagine these others.
When some people enter, because I know people have a culture of 3, that's when they're going for the reception. 4, did some people appear when you guys were moving out?
No, please. All the people that had to be there were there in time.
In time. They knew.
Yes,
They knew
in
the
time.
curfew things and
Exactly.
everything.
In time.
The wedding was at exactly 11.
The wedding, the church service.
The church service.
Okay, was at
11.
Yeah.
at 11, and then 11 midday. And
We
then,
had photos there.
okay
Up to
at church.
Just around church there, somewhere around church. We had
Okay.
photos, and they were so nice.
Oh,
And just after the photos, by 1, we were at the reception. So
And-
reception lasted for 2 hours.
By 3, we were done.
actually, these things are doable.
They are doable.
They're doable, and I don't know, but we were I think introduced, or we are used to a culture where the wedding takes the whole day. People reception, they come at 3, 4, and then they go back home at midnight. Why? But this is actually good culture.
True.
It
is.
It's good. Would you recommend it for the future?
We would.
Really?
We would. We have surely spoken to our friends not to really go through this hassle of of this and that. if you feel that the Lord has led you to this, and you don't need to stay in it and to do a wedding. You don't need to be dated to have that. So
Wow, thank you so very much, Timothy and Martha. I'm so very happy to have you on the show. But briefly, let's take a look at the scientific memory lane. Yeah, see you in a bit.
Hello viewers, my name is Francis and here is my dear wife Allen Tatina. We are staff with Life Ministry Uganda and we are marriage counselors. We'd like to give you a nugget about personalities. We try to talk about personality differences, our strengths, our weaknesses, or how different we are from one another. And we'd like to say that these differences we look at, whether strengths or weaknesses, they make us stronger as an interdependent team. So my dear wife, how do you find, maybe from experience, the play of the differences and how have they been beneficial to our marriage in building it?
Yeah, thank you so much. I want to say that, first of all, when you know that his strength are going to help you in your weaknesses, then you don't begin to blame yourself that, oh, I am weak in this area. Then your strength are going to help him in his weaknesses. So, for example, my husband is such a self-controlled person. His emotions, Now he comes in and kind of balances my emotions, if I can say that. We will easily manage a situation because that is his strength. And then I'm very time conscious. My husband is a little bit, he takes his time, but we come together and we're able to manage that. So, but if you're not careful, you can easily blame each other. Oh, you don't manage time. Oh, you're always late. But you work together and you complement each other in that area and becomes a beautiful thing. Yeah.
It is known and commonly said that when two people are alike or the same, then one is unnecessary. So God has made us in a way that we are different. Leave alone the fact that I'm a man, she's a woman. That is a remarkable difference. Mm-hmm. And so a man needs a woman needs a man. But also even in that, God has given us different characteristics or traits. So as she mentioned, I can just mention, she connects with people easily. Me, I take time to connect with them. And so what does that help us? For example, in our home is not going to be a bored place. I mean, when people come in, she welcome them. And then for me, I get to understand them and then blend with them. But you can see that God has put us together to build one another as a strong interdependent team basing on our differences. Yeah. God bless you.